There was a young man named Ethan who was 22 years old and lived in a small town in Colorado. Every morning, he watched successful people driving expensive cars and running thriving businesses, and deep inside, he dreamed of becoming financially free and giving his family a better life. However, life was not easy. Ethan worked at a small grocery store, earning just enough money to survive. His father had passed away years earlier, and his mother worked long hours as a nurse. Seeing her come home exhausted every day motivated him to change his future. One evening, while closing the store, he whispered to himself, "There has to be more to life than this." The next day, Ethan visited the local library. As he walked through the aisles, a book called The Price of Success caught his attention. He opened it and read a sentence that instantly changed his mindset. Success is never owned. It is rented, and the rent is due every day. Those words stayed with him. From that day forward, Ethan decided to spend his evenings learning instead of wasting time. While his friends relaxed and watched television, he read books about business, leadership, and self-improvement. Many people laughed at him and questioned why he spent so much time reading. But Ethan ignored the criticism because he knew he was investing in his future. Several months later, Ethan noticed that many local businesses had outdated or poorly designed websites. Although he had no experience in technology, he saw an opportunity. He began teaching himself web design through books and free online resources. The journey was difficult. His first projects were filled with mistakes, and many times he felt frustrated enough to quit. Yet every time doubt entered his mind, he remembered the sentence from the book. Success is never owned. It is rented, and the rent is due every day. Motivated by those words, he continued practicing and improving his skills. After 6 months of hard work, Ethan approached the owner of a local restaurant and offered to create a website for the business. The owner was skeptical and asked why he should trust someone with so little experience. Ethan confidently replied, "Because I'm willing to work harder than anyone else." Impressed by his determination, the owner gave him a chance. Ethan worked tirelessly, spending countless hours perfecting the website. When it finally launched, customers loved it, and the restaurant owner was thrilled with the results. Soon, other business owners heard about Ethan's work and began hiring him as well. Within a year, Ethan was earning more money from web design than from his grocery store job. For the first time, he felt that his dream was becoming reality. He quit his job and started his own agency. However, success brought new challenges. As his business grew, competitors entered the market. Some had larger teams, while others had years of experience. Gradually, Ethan began losing clients, and fear returned. One night, sitting alone in his office, he wondered if everything he had built was falling apart. Then he remembered another lesson he had learned. Every new level of success requires a new version of yourself. Instead of giving up, Ethan focused on growth. He invested in courses, read more books, and learned new skills in marketing, leadership, and business management. Most importantly, he learned how to build and lead a strong team. Slowly but surely, his company became stronger than ever. New clients arrived, his reputation grew, and his agency expanded across the state. 3 years later, Ethan owned one of the most respected digital agencies in Colorado. His mother no longer needed to work exhausting shifts, and he was finally able to buy her a beautiful home. The dream that once seemed impossible had become reality. One evening, while speaking at a local event, a young student asked him, "What is the secret to your success?" Ethan smiled and answered, "There is no secret.
Success simply asks one question every day. How badly do you want it? Most people quit when things become difficult, but successful people keep going. The audience listened carefully as he continued. Never expect life to give you something for nothing. Every dream has a price, and that price is paid through hard work, patience, discipline, and persistence. Years later, Ethan's story inspired thousands of people, not because he became wealthy, but because he proved that ordinary people can achieve extraordinary things when they refuse to quit. His journey reminds us that dreams require effort, growth requires learning, and success belongs to those who keep moving forward, no matter how many obstacles stand in their way. The lesson is simple. Dream big, start small, work every day, never stop learning, and remember that the price of your dream is paid one day at a time.